The beauty and cultural heritage on both sides of the Chao Phraya River, Bangkok, cover length of 57 kilometers, which is the location of the communities. Each canal is linked to each other. This is a cultural heritage with elegant architecture of the monastery, temples, palaces, and historical archaeology. This is why Bangkok is called as the Venice of the East. It is the city that most tourists from all over the world want to visit. The Chao Phraya River supports the prosperity of all parts of the country. It is the water that nourishes people, transportation, major tourist attraction that brings abundance and growth to the national economy. The Chao Phraya River, a precious resource for everyone, now is not beautiful as before. 70% of the public area along the Chao Phraya River in Bangkok is blocked with houses and buildings encroaching on the Chao Phraya River. The question is, how should all citizens be allowed to share public space along Chao Phraya River? It's time for us to come together to create sustainability, cultural heritage, and to promote the quality of life on both sides of the Chao Phraya River. To give everyone access to the Chao Phraya River, which is the property of the Thais equally, the government has assigned the Ministry of Interior and Bangkok Metropolitan to study the feasibility of the Chao Phraya River Development Project, with the objective to develop and restore the public space along the Chao Phraya River to all citizens and reduce the disparity. Over the past 2 years, strategic plan for urban development, master plan, and laws have been gathered to serve as pivotal information for the development plan of the Chao Phraya River to be consistent and appropriate for future development, as well as there is a study on the suitability and the impact on the project in various areas, including engineering, environmental, economic, social, cultural, and historical aspect. Everybody in Thailand is the center of this important Chao Phraya River development. This will be a proud collaboration of all public and private sectors that share and contribute to the development of our Chao Phraya River. In doing so, the focus is on people's participation by developing a learning approach that takes into account all people through intensive participation process and engaging design, subgroups meeting, public hearing, in-depth interview with stakeholders, government bodies, business establishment in the project area for more than 400 times in order to listen to comments and suggestions. The information is analyzed, considered, and prepared as the appropriate master plan and the project model. This is the origin of the physical development of the city and the river settlement, as well as reflecting the beliefs under the concept of Naga Nam, which is the imaginary link of Naga, which is respected by Thai and Southeast Asian people as the gods of the river and the sky. This communicates a great creative power and abundant wealth. Chao Phraya River development focuses on development based on conserve, heritage, and creativity. To conserve and restore Ratanakosin and riverside communities that's still alive to be the heritage of the nation, to keep the good things that have been lost, to innovate new things that promote the development of the Chao Phraya River, to be more valuable, and to support the way of life of today's people, which has changed for the balance and sustainability. The results of an analysis on the suitability of Chao Phraya River development area has been used to develop 12 roadmaps, which is not only for pathways and bike lanes. They also consist of a plan of action in various parts, which suits the development potential, including the uniqueness and identity of each area. This is in line with other development plans, such as urban planning, drainage, mass transit systems, and tourism promotion. The results obtained from the 12 roadmaps will bring prosperity as a prerequisite for sustainable development of the Chao Phraya River that is beneficial to everyone in the country. The Chao Phraya River Development Project consists of 12 roadmaps as follows. Roadmap 1, the pathways along the river, consisting of pathways and bike lanes, scenic spots, bridge over the canal, restoration of forest water, increase of green area. Roadmap 2, improvement of the dam to have beautiful scenery and repair damaged dams, as well as completion of unfinished construction. Roadmap 3, development of public ports to be a waterway access point for the public, to be comfortable, secure, and to improve the architectural style to be consistent with the identity of the area. Roadmap 4, development of Waterfront Pavilion to be a resting point, gazebo, and waterfront views point to connect the community, religious places, and to revive the way of life and culture along the river. Roadmap 5, construction of public service area to support public use, such as the Assistance Center, Tourist Information Center, bicycle service points, etc. Roadmap 6, development of access routes to pedestrians, alleys, and pathways to connect and access the area along the Chao Phraya River. Roadmap 7, development of historical canal by improving canal landscape, including the use of canal areas for transportation and tourism. Roadmap 8, development of community areas with community engagement process by restoration and conservation of arts and culture, as well as to continue the way of life of the community in the past, to be a source of learning and tourism. Roadmap 9, development of religious sites, which is the mind of the community, historical and cultural heritage. Roadmap 10, development of recreation areas and waterfront parks, using public space behind the dam to be recreation areas, sports fields, and parks. Roadmap 11, landmarks along the Chao Phraya River, which is current Ratanakosin era architecture, include Bangkok Museum, National Museum of Royal Barge, Anniversary Parks, National Center for the Performing Arts. Roadmap 12, development of pedestrian bridge across the river to connect pathways and bike lanes along the two banks of the Chao Phraya River by upgrading existing bridges, including Somdet Prapin Klao Bridge and Rama 6 Bridge. Regarding public concern in terms of project format, effects on hydraulic, environmental, ecological, navigation, and effects on cultural impact, the suitability is considered in all aspects, according to academic principles. It shows that development along the Chao Phraya River will not have any impact on the way of doing business, occupation, environmental change, history, and culture. In terms of Riverwalk layout, there will be the development of the area along the Chao Phraya River and riverside corridors on the banks of the river, such as the Rama 8 Bridge, etc. However, as there is no policy of expropriation of private waterfront areas, it is necessary to design a Riverwalk Bridge over the Chao Phraya River. Riverwalk levels are at the safe level. It is 2.25 meters above sea level and is lower than current dam levels. It also does not obscure the landscape and culture along the Chao Phraya River. The width of the Riverwalk is about 7 to 10 meters. Comparing with the width of the Chao Phraya River, the narrowest section, which is Sangwet Vichayaram Temple, is about 200 meters wide, and the widest section, which is Wasukri Port, is about 380 meters, so it will not affect navigation in the Chao Phraya River. Structural design of the Riverwalk uses two piles with a diameter of 80 centimeters along the line to support the floor and strength, taking into account of stability, strength, safety, earthquake resistance, wave erosion, corrosion of brackish water, and the effect on water flow. Pile size compared to the average width of the Chao Phraya River will make the river width reduce by about 1%, so the walkway will not affect the flow of water. Even the cross-section is narrowed. The flow velocity of water will increase very little, which is not significant. Analysis using hydraulic model shows that when piling into the river, it will cause the lifting of the water only in front of the pillars, which is about 3 centimeters higher. After that, the water level returns to normal. This does not affect the elevation of the water level in the Chao Phraya River. Increasing public space along the river will increase the chances of anyone accessing the river area and build relationships between people and rivers in the future, including the use of the Riverwalk to connect to tram systems, boats, bicycles, and pedestrians. The ecosystem and the rejuvenation of aquatic plants help create a better living environment for living organisms, including balancing the ecosystem. Increasing the green area throughout the Chao Phraya Riverwalk will enhance the current environment. It can increase the green area about 140 rai. Regarding impact on those who built the houses or building encroaching on the Chao Phraya River, the government has assigned the Ministry of Social Development and Human Security to provide assistance and shelter for affected people. Chao Phraya River Development Project is not just a plan to build the pathways and bike lanes along the Chao Phraya River. It is a development plan of the area along the Chao Phraya River in all dimensions to promote the participation of all parties to resolve environmental and social issues. All people will learn and be proud to participate in the development of the Chao Phraya River to belong to all people. When the development along the Chao Phraya River is completed, it will make the Chao Phraya River a beautiful landscape. People will have space for recreation. It will be a tourist attraction. It will also improve quality of life and health promotion. It will be connection for trams, boats, bikes, and pedestrians systematically. Come for sustainable conservation, heritage, and creation of cultural and historical heritage, as well as restoration of the Chao Phraya River. People can utilize and have access to the Chao Phraya River equally, according to the slogan, Chao Phraya for all.